Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 6th of April 2016. So we see the market moving sharply higher from 3 p.m. there. The ISM manufacturing figures came out better than forecast. Prices rallying strongly there. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the trade because it was a high impact news item. And then the market moved to the downside and then became sideways. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to record yesterday's market alert, but as I've said on many occasions, including on Monday's market alert as well, the market is waiting for the Federal Reserve FOMC meeting minutes to be released later on today. That's 7 p.m. BST. And prior to that, we've got the crude oil inventories at 3:30 p.m. as well. But the FOMC and the non-farm payrolls, as I've said before, are the two biggest ones. And when the market is waiting for this, it can trade sideways. And this is what we saw after the initial move to the upside there from the manufacturing figures. And the market then gets into a sideways range. And by this point here, with picking up the 20 points profit there, I was down 80 points and decided to give it a rest for the remainder of the day. Plus, I also am missing on a Tuesday evening, as well as many long-term subscribers know, out dancing with my wife. So this saw the market then try and move back to the upside, but the market was stuck in a very narrow range if you have a look. And the reason for this, and the reason I'm going from marking up from here down to here as well, is because this is after the news. So a 69 point range, and as I said earlier, that's because the market's waiting for the FOMC. You can see how the market's being bought back at the moment. In fact, there's more activity on the overnight than there was during yesterday's session. You can see there we're off 100 points off these lows here. Trade up to, we'll mark up to there. We've got 116 points there. So the market holding at the moment, it's not going to be too exciting until 7 p.m. this evening, unless something comes out beforehand. And if you look at the daily chart, you can see the market is trying to buy back each time it comes down to the lows. Now you can see it wanting to move higher as well. The market is set to move higher unless there is something that comes out of nowhere, a black swan event, a false flag event, or any other sort of geopolitical event to force these markets to move lower. What's interesting though is the volume has increased in this market as over the last few days, and it's interesting that it's there to actually bring the market back and not increasing on the downside there as well. So yesterday you can see the market coming off the lows, an increase in volume, and then prices moving up on the overnight as well. So this is consistent with market moving higher from this point. In the implied volatility, we've got 1343. This is increasing nicely. The blue line is below the yellow line as well. Could do with this just making a bit of a pullback and then moving higher. So we're seeing the same thing that we saw back in June and July before we had the big correction there in August. Right, that's it for this morning. There's not a lot to report because there's not a lot happening at the moment. We've just got that bit of sideways movement there, but we are fast approaching the sell in May go away. But as I said in the market alert before, and I still stand by that, I think we're going to see a lot more carnage to the downside in April as opposed to May. I think it's going to come earlier this year. Right, that's it from me. I will see you in tomorrow's. Let's hope we get a bit more volatility today to recoup some of the losses from yesterday's sideways activity. As I said before, there's always one day that turns up to ruin the party in the month, and that is generally the day before a major economic news item such as the non-farm or the FOMC minutes. And it's the turn of the FOMC minutes this month so far. Right, that's it. See you tomorrow. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.